Hey everyone, I'm Andy, and these are my dogs, Porter. Porter. Well, how y'all doing? Bless your hearts. Well, I'm sitting in the sun right now. This is my dog, Polly. She's not a big fan of the camera. 40 dog. She's submitting to the camera right now. You good girl. And we are talking about Chihuahua dog sweaters. Well, Daddy, why don't you introduce your cat Zebra? I'm sorry, Zebra, this is just a dog channel. So when I get a question that's asked often, I try to make a video about it. That way I can link it to people. And one question I get all the time is, how do you get your Chihuahua dogs to wear sweaters? Porter? Porter, you want to answer this question? Well, I don't know. It's really hard because I don't want to wear sweaters. Except I do because I get cold, but I don't want to wear it because I don't want to wear it. Well, I know, Porter, it's a conundrum. Well, I know. Oh, I really want that. Oh, I want that turkey jerky treat. All right, Porter, here you go, buddy. So the first question I would have for you, if you want your Chihuahua to wear a sweater, is, does your Chihuahua need a sweater? If your Chihuahua's in the house and has a good fur coat, a lot of people think Polly is thin fur, and technically it is, but it's also very thick on the top. Polly doesn't need to wear a shirt or a sweater in the house in the winter. Every once in a while I'll throw a shirt on her. But if your dog's not acting cold, it probably doesn't need a sweater. Having said that, a dog like Porter who's... Oh, okay, yeah, Porter. That's a little inappropriate conduct for a video. What was I saying? Oh, if your dog is like Porter and basically hairless, he probably needs a sweater. Although, in Porter's case, he'd rather not be in a sweater and just be under a blanket. But if you actually want to see their face, then just around the house, then maybe you want to put their sweater on. So, once we've established that you're not the overbearing parent that's forcing their kid to wear too much clothing and the kid is feeling hot, let's talk about how to actually get them to wear sweaters. What do? Do you not want treats? Boy doesn't want any treats, Poopa. Alright, Polly dog. Well, more for me. Okay, so there are a few ways to go about this. Let's just say there's the right way, and then there's the way I do it, because these guys are Chihuahuas, and you can just kind of skip a lot of it. But let's start with the right way. So let's just assume that they're totally sweater naive and whatever. The best thing to start them on is to just get that sweater close to them. Just give them some treats, get them whatever sweater it is, just focus on one sweater to start with. Don't use a bunch of different ones. Get them used to one, maybe put it by them, when they're just laying down. Get them used to the smell. So, as usual, there's no one size fits all for dog training. Come here. Good boy. Okay. Yeah, come here. Alright, let's get you in the camera case set. And some dogs are simply, they have more issues with sweaters than others. Porter acts very fearful. I don't actually know why Porter was abused, so I can't help but blame a lot of his issues on that. Let's use an easier demonstrator. So again, we want to give them treats, get them comfortable. Once you've gotten them to the level where they have some comfort with it, what a lot of people do is they'll just put this on their head, give them a treat right away. Here you go, Polly dog. Polly dog is very confused. A big issue for Polly dog is that when I try to make a video and I speak in a live voice, she thinks that I'm yelling at her or something, and she also has some kind of fear of the camera. It's great though, because I can show you that, even with Porter and Polly, it's not easy. Although Polly is extremely easy, funny enough, she will generally put her sweater on quite quickly and without a lot of hassle. But again, we're still just talking about the proper method. Give them a treat. So all you're trying to do is, they might act like this. She's pretty paralyzed, so there's nothing difficult about getting hers on. Your mileage may vary. This might take some serious time, depending on how much your dog struggles. One other thing I'd like to mention is that you want to get the right kind of sweater or kind of shirt, right? So you don't want something they can get out of very easily. Notice how far back this goes, and they might still try to get out of it, but that's a whole different topic. Holy dogs. Oh, I know. And finally, onto the dad method of putting a sweater on. You know, I've always just figured, hey, they're Chihuahuas. No big deal. You know, we don't have to... They're so small, you can just pick them up, throw the sweater on. They don't mind being picked up, right? So, Poda, can you come over here, Poda? Well, come on, Poda. But I won't come over there right now. But, well, come here, Poda. You good boy. But I won't put on my sweater. This is how I put Porter's sweater on. Just get them over here. For those of you who have children, you know that one really easy way to do it is just to do this. Get that on there like that. Throw that on. And bam, that's it. Well, it wasn't that easy for me. Yeah, I do apologize. It's not a comprehensive video. Every case will be a little different. Boy dogs taking off. Your best bet's going to be to start them young. Get them used to it when they're younger. I think a lot of the problem for some trainers or some dog owners is that they just still don't have the full bond yet with their animal, and their animal is still afraid of them. If your Chihuahua is doing something like attacking you or something while you're trying to put their sweater on, that's likely, you know, that's far deeper than the scope of this type of video. You'll need to work on their other behavioral issues, whether it's creating the bond with you or just, you know, commanding more obedience of them. They don't respect you as their leader yet, stuff like that, which is something we see a lot in Chihuahua owners. People want to treat Chihuahuas like they're not real dogs and that they're little toy dogs, and you know, you have to train them like you have to be their leader, and you need a strong leader. You need a leader you can respect. So anyway, I hope that was useful to someone. At the very least, it just shows you how we put on their sweaters. Porter? Well, thanks for watching my video, I guess, even though I had to wear a sweater and I didn't really want to. Well, I hope y'all hit the like button and give me some virtual cheese. Well, Porter, did you say cheese? Have a great day, everyone.